Welcome back to the Anything Goes podcast, where we talk about anything and everything. My name is Jake.
Andy.
Alex, Red Low Gamer.
And Dewey.
Alright, so we started getting a conversation. We had to stop it because I didn't want to get it off camera. But we were just talking about the R. Kelly shit. He just had an interview. I didn't see the full interview. I seen clips of it where he's fucking crying. I don't even know what the interview was about, to be honest with you.
It was about him trying. It was basically about him trying to defend himself.
About that documentary that came out.
Well, about the documentary and about the cases that are on him right now as we speak. Because again, like all these kids are like these.
People coming out the fucking woodwork.
Yeah, they're coming out. They're coming out from everywhere for his ass right now because apparently he's been having sex with underage girls, 13 and 14 years old.
He got in trouble back in the day.
Yeah, and now it's
pissing all over 13-year-olds.
Yeah, now it's leaking out again. No pun intended. And this time he's got his got his managers. The people that have been with him and this, that, and the other, ratting him out.
Betraying him
they're betraying his ass big time now. Throwing his ass under the bus.
And then he could have bought himself out?
Yeah, some woman bought him out.
Yeah.
Like in love with him or
but I just seen somebody paid his child support. $20,000 in child support.
This man hit rock bottom.
Damn.
These girls, they were doing a fundraiser to get his ass out on bond.
Some woman just paid the shit.
Yeah.
But the interview part that I seen where he just has his face is wet from tears, just soaking wet. He's talking about I'm fighting for my life. This fucking bullshit, man. He's getting all pissed and shit.
Yeah, he was. He was getting very fucking pissed.
He's fucking lying because he's cracking under.
I just care so much. Got a big fucking heart.
That woman just
I've been through some shit, man.
Yeah, I've been through some shit. I just couldn't believe it.
That woman just sitting there like, you a lying motherfucker.
Oh yeah, she's just chilling like. So she's like, oh, these are ratings. She's like sniffing out the ratings, like letting him cry and this, that, and the other, and just trying to ask him questions at this point for the fucking dollar.
After he's already cracking,
yeah.
Let me just poke him a little bit.
Yeah, let me just poke him a little bit. So you're trying to defend yourself against this kid. Like, what do you think he's talking about, bitch? Like, she's asking questions that he's already answered.
Not trying to say I'm on his side.
Oh,
but I've seen some people on Facebook like fucking feminists saying, oh, if he's treating a woman on national TV like this, what would he do and privately on his own time? Well, first off, yeah. Wouldn't that be worse? Like, you're on national TV and she's fucking, like, yeah, you're gonna stand up for yourself. Like, and defend yourself.
Journalists are ambushing with their questions, though.
But I'm not saying I'm on his side. He's guilty as shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he's got so many girls with the same story that never even met each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, he was at the top,
but, dude, they're going after everybody nowadays. Fucking the Michael Jackson shit just came out. I haven't seen that yet, but I've heard a lot about it.
What about Bill Cosby, though?
Bill Cosby,
they're going after everybody.
Getting hit, bro.
Everybody's getting, man. He's guilty, too. I mean,
yep, but, hey, man, the one guy finally got out a while ago, though. It was actually a few years ago that he finally got out, O.J. Simpson.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's got a show, don't he?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just know that he was released back in the public now. Like he was the only one.
There's somebody else I was thinking of that has cases against him now.
Kevin Spacey.
Might be him, yeah.
He had he fucked with some kid. Fucking Kevin, such a good actor. He ruined that shit. He ruined it all. He's such a good actor. And they like faked it, like made it his death on the fucking that what's that fucking show called? House of Cards.
Yeah, House of Cards, yep.
And they like made his death on that and shit. Yeah, he's like fucking with some kid, with some dishwasher or some shit at a restaurant. I might be butchering the story. But yeah,
allegedly.
Like he was texting with the kid, and like I seen the court case, and they're like, okay, bring the proof this time. And actually, he don't even have to appear at the court case. He can be on call. So it's like, must have some good lawyers, man.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Like how many kids you think Michael Jackson's been
Man, he's been with a lot.
At least 12.
I wanted to see the Escaping Neverland documentary.
Oh,
I heard Oprah shit all over him, dude. She's a backstabbing whore. Because she takes pictures with him all the time when he's alive. I mean, you see thousands.
Who?
Oprah.
Oh,
Oprah and
Oprah's going in on him.
MJ, best friends when he was alive. Now the motherfucker's dead. He raped kids.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was you at when he was alive?
When he was doing it. Like,
right, exactly. Just
Sketchy.
letting the kid fucking lay in bed, like letting them lay in bed with your kid and shit like that. Like,
Just
come
like
on,
some
dude.
fucking abducted in plain sight, dude.
Yeah, exactly. What do we learn in 20 years? Nothing. You know, because obviously you're letting fucking full-grown dudes, like, you know, lay in bed with your kid. Like,
that documentary was fucking nuts. Did you see they're trying to make a second one of Abducted in plain sight? Like, what more does this family has to tell?
Right,
what more?
Exactly. Are they trying to put him in jail or something?
I don't know.
I forget what happened at the end. Did he go to jail?
Well, he went to jail, but they dropped the charges because he was going to say that.
And didn't he run away with the girl too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first, that's the big thing. Like, he ran away with her to Mexico.
Twice. He ran away with her twice.
Because Mexico, there's no law against, you know, underage shit.
Damn.
He wanted to get married.
Yeah, and if they got married, then it's okay when they came back or something like that, right? Because he asked the parents.
He said
he had to get permission from he had to get permission from the parents to marry the kid. Then it would be legal. Yep. But they wouldn't give him permission, so he's like, "Well, fuck it, I'm not bringing her back." Like, fuck you.
Like, and then he got her again. I forget where it was, where it took place. What state? But it was
California or something like that.
No, that's where he took her the second time in California. But they were like across the country. Let's just like probably Carolina or Virginia or something.
Shit.
Dude, the craziest shit though, literally 20-minute mark where the dad say jacks the dude off.
that's definitely
pretty much made him do it.
Yeah, like how he describes it. Andy hasn't seen it.
No, I have not seen it yet, but I've heard a lot of stuff about it.
They're in a car together, and B, that's the guy who did all this stuff.
This shit goes down.
B tells the dad, like, man, I've been having problems with my wife. I have all this tension built up in me. I gotta release it. And the dad's like, at first I thought he was joking, but he kept it going on, so I helped him out.
Oh, dude, like.
And the dad's like, what you do? He's like, I'm
beating
someone
up.
What the fuck?
Like, how was that? Like, you felt that bad for the dude? Like,
nah, that motherfucker was gay.
Right. Yeah.
You don't just jack somebody off because you feel bad for him.
Just a neighborly thing to do.
Andy, if you ever told me, like...
It's just a neighborly thing. Let me do that for you real quick, Jake. You know,
I feel bad for you, man. I had to jack you off.
But, like, how...
I mean, I'd probably do the Dutch rudder for you.
How...
you grab a hold of your shit and I just move your arm. That's all I do.
How awkward was it during it and then, like, the ride back? Like,
that was an awkward ride.
Unless they were like, dude, that was amazing. We need to do that.
Yeah, we need to do that again. We need to do that in my help me with my wife and shit.
I mean, he only said it happened. He only mentioned it once. Who knows
That's
how many times?
Yeah, but come on now. Just to work those parents over with how retarded they are. He had to like. There's got to be something in the story that they're not explaining.
Oh,
because you know, just because they're playing embarrassed or whatever, but there had to have been like a mutual benefit between him, the father, and the mother. Like, he had some like sexual benefits with them, you know, just to fucking do what
they were in on it, dude.
Yeah, they had to.
I don't think they're stupid. I just think they were okay
when
with
she
it.
was when the daughter was in California, when no one knew where she was at except B, the mom was still calling up B and all that.
B would call, she'd be like, because you hear recordings from them. She'd like, hey B, what's going on? How you doing? How's your day so far?
Even though the dad was like, we need him out of our lives.
Yeah, because they got divorced because of that.
Well, they almost did.
Oh, okay.
Almost. Like, that don't break a marriage. Ain't nothing breaking it.
If I jack a dude off, I hope my wife divorces me.
Dude, like, what would they have to do to divorce? Like, what, kill somebody?
Like, better have to kill somebody or something.
Well, I guess that's a unique situation because they both slept with the same man. So.
Well, I was about to say, what about if they did kill somebody though and went to prison? Like, you know, especially the dude. What if he killed somebody that went to prison? It's like, dude, I can jack you guys off. You know.
Oh yeah, dude,
I got the experience.
Yes.
But like, I'm almost convinced he even got the other kids.
He probably
even his own.
He probably got them all, man.
I swear he probably got them all.
Dude, his brother though was a savage. Like, yeah, he's a pedophile. I've known it all my entire life. Like, dang, man.
Yeah. Kill that motherfucker when I
see him. But I was about to say, how come you never ratted it? I guess you don't rat out family.
Right? See, this is the situation with the brother.
Right, shit.
Because at this point, B kidnapped the girl, went to Mexico, and then his brother pops up for the first time on camera. They show him. He was like, he was always a fucking pedophile, man. he fucked her stepsister, or whatever it was.
Right? So you want to fucking go now?
But he was like, B called me from Mexico, told me to call the parents, asked if they could get married. So I did it. I said, what the fuck? You're helping them out?
Yeah, it's like, that's a brother though, you know.
Jake, if you
that's
go
fucking
be on me or Chris Watts, bro, I'm selling you out, man. Sorry.
But that's a brother right there.
Like,
is
dude,
what I'm saying.
Fuck it, I guess I'll
come
do
on
it.
now, like no matter what it is, that guy's got blood in my veins.
Like that's some crazy loyalty
Like,
right there, man.
Fuck it, I
But
guess
but that's some fucking awesome loyalty though, man. I mean, shit, they let you do you.
So
I guess. I mean, even though it's wrong, they let you do you, man.
You get caught, that's on you. But it's not gonna be me snitching on you.
So
right, exactly.
Cause just so you know, Jake, if you have some problems with your girl, man, I ain't gonna be in the car with you. You know.
You need a release, man.
Maybe Andy can help you out. I don't know.
That's
Maybe
right.
He
Alex.
couldn't do it himself. Like what is the deal with it?
Yeah, he never questioned that. He was just like, all right, like, dude, you got two hands, bro.
Like if it was me, I would have been like, I could
I'm
recommend
driving,
some porn
though.
to you. I could give you some DVDs. Well,
Yeah.
back then they did have DVDs.
Yeah, but they
But,
had mags.
Yeah.
Porn
Like,
mags.
I'll give you my stash if you need it.
No, he was like, you know what? He's like, I'll jack you off and I'll give you my wife and my daughter and probably my other daughter. Like, shoot, man, we got this.
Yeah, you could probably even stick it up my brown eye. You know, like
That probably happened.
I
Like I
guarantee
said,
it
like
did.
that was, we only know what they told us. But there's probably way more that happened. Way more.
Number 2 is gonna be like, I actually had sex with them.
yeah,
Brother's gonna come out like, yeah, we did some stuff too, man.
yeah. We would sneak away. You know.
You'll probably just start making shit up at this point.
Yeah, yeah, just for money at this
Throwing
point.
shit at the wall and see if it sticks.
But you mentioned that Chris Watts guy. You guys, you're not familiar with that, right?
Oh, that guy's fucking
Dude,
nuts.
that dude,
Insane.
I just saw, what was that? Not yes.
Fucking
What's
Crispin
today?
Wall, his
Sunday?
family.
Friday, I saw his confession. Fucking disturbing as shit. Now, you sent me the video a long time ago. The
Yeah.
police body cam. Basically, this guy killed his pregnant wife, his, at the time, 2-year-old daughter, and his 4-year-old daughter. Killed them all. Because
with his bare hands.
And
like,
then he went
so-
to work.
He strangled them.
He went to work
What?
like nothing happened.
Well, he took
Well, what
them
happened
to
was
work.
he had a job there by those
Oh, yeah,
oil
yeah,
tanks,
that's right.
and he told his men like, "Hey, I got this. Like, I already got people on it." He was going, so he's by himself, and he put them in the oil tanks
Yeah.
and went to work.
Okay, so
I think.
for you, Andy, I explain the situation the best I know it. I'm not saying I know everything, but from what I read and saw, his wife was pregnant, and she also had diabetes. He's supposed to be going off to work. The neighbors or whatever were supposed to watch the kids while she went to her appointment, but they didn't hear or something like
They were
that.
on They were on a road trip or vacation or something, and she just dropped her off the night before. The neighbor.
Yeah, so they were supposed to watch the kids or something the next day.
Yeah.
They didn't hear from the wife, so they started worrying because she has diabetes. They thought maybe she was passed out when the kids are alone. So they just were freaking out trying to get in the house.
Mm-hmm.
They called the police. Police officer kept on saying, which I worked with the ex-police officer, says bullshit. He could have gotten in the house if he
Yeah.
thought that something was wrong.
Right.
Unless maybe the different state laws,
Maybe.
But the police officer I worked with, she said, no, if you believe something is wrong to someone's life is in danger,
Well,
you're
yeah,
allowed to break in.
That's bullshit anyways, because, like, my cousin Jeffrey, he told me a story about how, when he was living in an apartment over there in Green Hills,
Yeah.
and he said he passed out drunk, in his boxers with the music playing, with the radio playing real loud, and
Nice.
and he
Living
woke
the
up,
dream, man.
and he woke up to his dog fucking barking. He woke up to the police officers sitting there, like, like watching him, and his dog's barking. They're sitting there with their guns out, pointed at him. He's in his
Jesus fucking
boxers,
Christ.
and yeah, so they're like, "Call your dog down, call your dog down." He's like, "Fuck no, he's doing his job. Get the fuck out of my house."
Think of waking up to a gunpoint in your
Oh my
face.
God.
Yeah, exactly. Craziness, right? But anyways, they wanted to sit there and question him about his bowl and his drug paraphernalia on his table. He's like, that doesn't concern you. Get the fuck out
You
of
don't
my
have a
apartment.
warrant? Get the
Yeah.
fuck out.
Yeah, so, but anyways, they had a disturbance call for the radio. I'm sure they knocked on the door before they came in. No response, so they obviously thought something was wrong.
Yeah.
So they intervened and came in his dwelling.
Yeah.
So,
anyways, this cop that kept on saying he was legally bound to not go in the house without permission. So he was going around the house, looking through windows, trying to see if he could see anything, see the kids, try to get them to open up the door or something. Got nothing. They called the husband, Chris Watts. And they told him, hey, we think something's wrong with your wife. can you come home and unlock the door and see if everything's okay? He kept on telling him, I'll be there in 10 minutes. It took like an hour for him to show up.
He's fucking sitting in the car trying to think what the fuck.
Probably clean up his mess, trying to probably
because
whatever
when
he's
he
doing.
got there, he opened the garage. The first thing he did was go in the car and check what was going on. He didn't even go and run in the house and see where she was. If she was in there.
He didn't give a shit.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit. So like you see it all in the body cam. Like he goes in the garage before he lets anybody in. He goes in the garage, gets in his car, does whatever he's doing, probably hiding shit.
Right.
And then he finally lets them in. They explore the house, find nobody. They kept asking him, where you think they are, where could they be, does anybody have access to the house and whatnot, and he had no answers for anything.
Didn't he try to sell the house or some shit, dude?
Yeah. And then he went and called the school and was like, yeah, they're not going there anymore.
Huh, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, he's trying to sell the house. Though.
What really fucked him was the neighbor has security footage of their house, but so happened to look at his house too.
Right.
And they saw he was the only one that came and gone all day long. And on his way to work, he was loading something up in his truck. You couldn't see what, but he was loading something up. His wife's dead body. He killed his wife at the house.
Right.
Kept the daughters alive, killed them at work. That's what he did.
Damn.
Wait, he killed the daughters at work?
No,
Yeah.
I thought he killed the littlest one right after he killed the mom in the living room, and then tried to put the other one in the car, and she wouldn't go in the car.
In the confession, I don't think, unless I read it wrong.
Because I watched the interview where they interrogated him.
Yeah, maybe
that was pretty good.
I read it wrong.
You need to watch that.
But basically, he said he killed the youngest one in front of the oldest daughter. Mm-hmm. She's 2 years old, the little one, and the other one's 4 years old. Strangled her with her own blanket, and then dumped her body. And then came back, and the oldest one said, "Are you gonna do that to me too, Daddy?" And he said in the thing, he's like, "I can't remember if I told her yes or if I just started strangling. I can't remember." I was like, "Dude, that's fucked up, dude. That's some disturbing shit."
Good God.
Basically, what his reasoning for it.
Yeah, what's his reasoning is what I'm wanting to fucking know. I'm in suspense here.
Right.
He was having an affair, and his wife found out about it hours before he killed her. But before that, weeks before, apparently, so it was kind of something that was building up in him. Apparently, she banned the kids going over his parents because the kids were allergic to peanuts or whatever, and they served peanuts in their food, not concerned about the allergy or whatever. So she said they can't go over there no more. He was pissed off about that, and then she found out about the affair. He was like, "Fuck this shit." But not speaking of, but whether or not you had a problem with the wife, I'm not saying it was right to kill her.
Yeah, but like, kill your kids?
Yeah, exactly. If you have a feud with your wife out of emotion, not right, but shit happens. You killed her. Okay. But you still do your time, go to prison. But what did the kids have to do with it?
Because like this wasn't a fit of rage. This was premeditated.
Yeah.
Apparently. He planned all this.
I don't understand why he just didn't fucking disappear.
Well, that's another...
Just get in the car and go.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like I can, like, it doesn't even fucking matter at that point. Like, it doesn't matter how mad I am at somebody or this, that, and the other. There's no reason for me to put my hands on you or anything else. If I want to end it,
that's the right thing.
If I want to end it,
some people aren't always there and just act on emotion.
But why aren't you always there? Because again, like, my thing is, I don't want to affect anybody's fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to ruin somebody's life, man. Because, like, you know, they have to live through that shit.
Well, apparently they don't.
They don't have to live through that shit. But you just took a fucking life. At this moment, you just took a fucking life.
I guess you just saw
and it's like,
fucking
they're dead now.
But you know you're not going to get away with it. You're going to spend the rest of your life in prison. Which, by the way, I heard he did not get the death penalty.
I don't know how have it in Colorado.
I think they do because I don't know how true this is, but I was talking to somebody at work about it. I think this is bullshit what she's saying, but basically they asked the victim's family, the wife's family, what they wanted out of it. And they said we could give them the death penalty or we could give them 25 to life for each person killed. So he asked so they did 25 times fucking
5.
Well, yeah, they even counted the pregnancy as a person.
Oh, no, so that's 4, yeah. 4.
Yeah.
But the interrogation is very interesting.
It's 100 years.
Yeah.
He took a polygraph, failed it completely, right?
Yeah.
And like, the dad came in, his dad, and he was like, "Dude, you know what's going on, son?" And then he actually confessed, kind of. He was like, "She killed the kids, and then I killed her out of a fit of rage." And they weren't buying that.
Yeah.
And they finally got it out of him. But it's very interesting. watching that. You need to watch that.
I have to check that out. But yeah, dude, fucking disturbing as shit, dude.
Like, that's a psycho. If you gotta kill your family, bro, everyone's catching it, bro.
But then again, that just goes to show you, though, man, who can you trust? You know, like, obviously he seemed like an average, normal guy. Apparently, you know, having kids, going to work, you know, probably kind with the neighbors too. This motherfucker Dextered everybody.
Dude,
like, he was straight up Dexter.
I'm trying to say the situation is funny, but watching the body cam stuff, the neighbor invited the cop and him over. He was like, well, let's watch this footage. Right. And the dude's freaking out because he's like, oh, shit.
Footage?
The neighbor kept on looking at the cop. He was like... and trying to, like, signal. He was like...
When they were in his house, when they were in Chris's house, the cop, like, got on his comm and started talking to, other officers, and he thought he was, like, about ready to get arrested. He was like... His face was hilarious, bro.
Yeah, not to make a joke out of the situation, but... find some humor in it.
Oh, man. But they asked him, they were like, okay, if someone took your kids or killed them, what would you want happen to them? He was like, well, if there's a death penalty, I don't know if that's legal. He went on for like 5 minutes talking about if it's legal or not, the death penalty.
Right, because
he's trying to find out if he is facing the death penalty.
Yeah, and it was just like, dude, you're caught, man. That's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah.
His stories were like all over the place.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. He's lucky someone don't want revenge on his ass. Like,
well, I mean, he just got it because he might get killed in prison. Bro,
killing kids is very looked
down on I know that. But like, if somebody like really want to kill this motherfucker, they go to jail just so they can go in there and stab him.
That could still be a possibility.
He's gonna get at least roughed up in
Oh
prison.
no, he's gonna get killed.
Bro, I don't know because normally criminals like him don't really go to gym pop. You know
there's ways to get to people though.
Oh yeah, there's
war stories.
There's ways and stuff like that, but normally there's gin pop, and then there's
you pay guards, man. They do whatever.
Because Jeffrey Dahmer, he got killed by a dude in prison.
Fucking head.
A black guy in prison. Yeah, bashed his head in.
Deserve
killing all those people.
They do try to separate them, but there's ways around the system.
They should release him from jail after bashing his head in. Just like, okay, you can go home.
But yeah, normally, like nowadays, like they got them all separated normally. Yeah. So there's gin pop, the regular, the regular ones, that are in there for traffic tickets, like,
yeah, there's
assault, B&Es, stuff like that. And then there's, the ones for murders. They're like putting in the area all by themselves.
Right, yeah, there's certain levels.
And then there's the rapists. They got the rapists and stuff like that over in their own area because... they don't want any shanking and shit like that going down normally. Though. Oh yeah, it still will happen, but
it's rare. It's
rare now. But it also depends on the prison though too, because that was the only prison that I'm talking about is the one my uncle was in. So they were all separate ones.
Like that.
And then you got your good ones that did something really bad, but they've been good for like 10 years, and haven't done anything. So these motherfuckers, they're trusted like a motherfucker. Like they're able to badge out of the prison, walk outside with no bars to go over to the other area the quickest way, and go into the prison again. I'm like, wait, what?
I'll be running.
So that video I watched. In that video, they showed everything he's purchased so far in prison, and apparently, there are chicks that are sending him letters saying like, I want to be with you. I don't care what you did.
Oh yeah.
Like, dude,
because apparently he's a handsome dude though.
He's like really in shape.
Yeah.
Not to sound gay, he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
But like, they're sending letters like, I want to be in there with you, and like, what the
crazy bitches, dude.
It's like they probably made you do it, or like, just like, dude, like.
Dude, this is off topic.
Go back to R. Kelly.
Since we're talking about prison, my dad was in prison quite often. He, at a very young age, trained me to survive in prison. He was like, I don't want you to go to prison, but if you do, I'm going to teach you how to survive. Like, I learned how to make a shake
prison
out of a can. You just twist the top off and, like, you bend, like, forward so you can have a handle.
Oh, yeah, you
so
can, like,
cut
roll
you.
it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of little tips and tricks about surviving prison, man.
Yeah. Prison 101.
Their fucking neck.
Alright, today we're going to learn about...
We've sort of learned how to make hooch, dude. Because even my dad made hooch the last time he was in prison.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like he sold his half because he had, liver cirrhosis. So he ended up having to sell his half, but...
Makes some money off of it, man.
Yeah, exactly. Made some money off that shit. But,
people from prison love showing you what they can make, like food-wise.
Oh, my dad was on that day one since he got out of prison. He's like, son, watch how I make eggs in the microwave. I'm like, Dad, there's a stove right there. Like, I can make you eggs right here. He's like, look how we have to cook bacon in the microwave. I'm like, dude, no,
my dad,
no.
He passed away, but right before he passed away, he was living with me. Motherfucker wanted to make hooch. He did. If you don't know what hooch is alcohol that they make in prison.
Yeah.
Takes fucking months to make. Or a couple months. Yep. And I kept on saying, like, dude, we live across the street from a gas station. I will buy you beer. He was like,
water or something?
No. What's that?
Would you use like toilet water or something? Or?
Yeah. In prison, dude.
Yeah.
Not.
Oh yeah.
Prison, you clean your toilet out really well because, like, you know, they do come by to give you supplies to clean your toilets. So you just clean it like really well.
You just don't use the bathroom.
You just don't use the fucking bathroom. You hold your shit. You hold your shit until you're done with your hooch.
Which takes a long time.
Well, you either do. Yeah, I was about to say you either hold your restroom breaks until you can go out, like until like you know you go to the cafeteria and the showers and shit, and just do what you got to do outside of yourself.
Just
outside of
the
yourself.
Hey, I piss every time I go in the shower.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, yeah.
Oh, like their showers are like open. You start taking like a shit like when there's like a bunch of dudes around in the shower or something. Like
that's the life, man.
I doubt they took shit in the showers though. Come on now, but
probably
unless they were desperate. like let me just pop a squat next to this drain and then put it down the drain. Just poke it down the drain. Like I don't know.
You got some stool softeners, man.
Start kicking it with your feet.
But normally, like what my dad did, like he knew that that every weekend, every Wednesday, and every I think Saturday, no, it was Sunday visitation, Wednesdays and Sundays. So my dad knew that me and Uncle Joe or somebody from our family would go up to visit him. So there's a bathroom right there for you. Got your inmates bathroom, and then you got the regular bathrooms right there for you. So. You know, there's that. You can if you can last a couple days without pissing or shitting, but I don't know. You've been through it, Jacob.
That fucking sucks, dude.
Lasting without pissing, man.
Fucking sucks.
Anyways, you're saying about your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made fucking 5 gallons of hooch right before he died.
Dang.
Did
you try any?
I did.
Oh, dude, we finished it off.
It was actually really good.
Yeah. Because you added fucking Kool-Aid pack, orange Kool-Aid packets. Before he died,
because I kept on saying, I'm not drinking nasty shit. He was like, well, when it's done, just pour Kool-Aid packs in it. It'll spice it up.
It did. Dude, it was so badass drinking that shit.
But when he died, police came, you know, because we say you call 911 for a dead body. Every police, fire department, and ambulance all come.
Yeah.
Police were the first people there. And
the fire department.
They came right.
Oh, okay.
At the same time, basically. But Bucket was sitting in the middle of the room where my dad's dead body was. They even questioned, like, what is that? I was like...
Don't worry about it.
I didn't say what it was. I was like, it's something he was making.
That's good shit right there. That's what that is.
Don't say that, man. It'd be like a bomb or something.
No, I'd be like, yeah, that's a shit bucket. Because he left the piss bottles in your closet.
Because what it was, he had it in a bucket, and a trash bag in the bucket. It was tied up in the trash bag, so they couldn't really see what it was. It was just a bucket with a trash bag in it. And they was like, what is that? It's something he was making, I don't know.
A bomb, you know?
But they didn't inspect it.
Some shit.
But you think they would because they found fucking a spoon with heroin on it. Oh. You think they would be like, well, that's probably drugs if he was making it.
Alright, you start connecting the dots.
They didn't give a shit.
I thought they didn't find the spoon, though. I thought it was my dad when he came.
They threw the spoon away.
Oh.
And your dad picked out the trash. He's like, I don't know if this actually is heroin. He's like, it's heroin.
What? Yeah. Dang, man. You just that confident?
Well, yeah, because my dad did heroin before, you know, so.
Dang, man. So, I wouldn't do that. I'd be scared.
Well, you could just tell from looking at the spoon, though, because it's like...
Well, it was a plastic spoon, so it's not like... It was more like he was, like, scooping it, sort of thing. It wasn't like he was fucking...
Ran with a lighter.
Yeah.
It wasn't
scooping
like that.
it and putting it on a metal spoon.
Probably.
But
yeah, he used to train me to live in prison.
Yep, we ended up putting orange Kool-Aid packets in that damn thing and drinking it.
It was good.
Oh,
for his funeral, we had it.
You drank the
we drank it. Yeah, we drank it. It was good as fuck.
My dad.
I did.
He actually made a bottle and sent him off to the grave with it.
Yeah, I made his own personal bottle, like a little.
I wasn't there, was I?
No.
I think I was.
And I put it in his casket with him, and we drank the rest of it, like a whole bunch of 2 liters.
Yeah.
It was good though.
It was.
That doesn't seem very
I wouldn't drink fucking prison hooch, but you
yeah.
know.
Good thing he didn't use toilet water.
Well, that's the thing about, you know, people in jail. They got nothing but fucking time in their hands. You don't fuck with someone with time on their hands.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with a man with nothing but time on his hands. Because they make fucking fucking
boredom and shit.
They make cakes and shit. Like I was watching women, and they were like going around collecting shit. These different women, and they would just like throw brownies. It's the nastiest fucking thing you'll ever see. And then they're just like throwing a bunch of shit. It's just mutated fucking ball of fucking shit that they find in trash cans and shit. I ain't eating that shit. I'll go eat the ramen noodles. I'll go heat that shit up in my toilet before I eat that shit.
Dude, I seen a video, or I was watching TV, and there was some guy in prison. They jumped this dude for his Jordans in prison.
Don't bring Jordans to
and
prison,
then he
man.
lost the shoes somehow, and he's like, "Man, I'm gonna find them shoes. Shoot, I'm gonna get my money."
Get this pot.
But you forgot to mention though that you found in your dad's, in your closet, your dad's piss bottle of piss.
That. At first, I was pissed about because the day before he died, because he was because he's on probation. He had to go take drug tests every so often, and he's supposed to have a drug test. I was pissed because I thought it was for the drug test, but now I started thinking about it as time went by. The way that my apartment was laid out, the bathroom was in my bedroom. And I told him, when my girlfriend's around, she's my girlfriend at the time, wife now, when we're in the bedroom, I don't give a fuck. You can go outside to the gas station and go piss or shit. You don't come in the bedroom.
Right.
I was like, if we're not in the bedroom, fine. But if we're in there, doors closed, don't fucking come in.
Right.
So when after he died, I found a 32-ounce cup in my living room closet full of piss. And I thought it was for the drug test, but then I started thinking, I was like, there's no way he needs this much piss for a fucking drug
that fucking much.
He didn't want to go to the gas station, so he was just fucking pissing in the cup and keeping it.
Not even throwing it out when he left.
Pour out the fucking window.
That was probably his plan. He's a bit lazy sometimes, so
yeah.
Fuck it.
Bro, like.
But there's a sink right there. You could have poured it down the sink and ran some water. I don't know.
It's from UDF. Like a 32-ounce cup. So you probably got to drink it all, and probably had to piss because drink it all. Fucking just piss in the cup.
You knocked that over. It's
but
so
your dad's
found that.
But your dad's known for that. At this point in time, you can't say you didn't expect there to be piss in the cup because he always kept pissing the cup in his car to throw at other cars.
I don't want to get all emotional. I'm not going to, but. When he died, I found that the day before he died. Not only that, but the night before he died, I found fucking shit stains on my bed sheets. I had white sheets, and he was messing around with a girl.
What?
Oh my god.
And didn't realize she brought her back to my apartment when I wasn't home. But I'm laying down with my girlfriend, and we look. There's fucking. You can see the ass crack. Shit stain. I was like, what the fuck?
And you laid in that bed?
We got up.
Bro, what if you just laid over on your face?
So I was pissed about the shit stains, pissed about the piss cup, and
burned the whole fucking room.
He had a habit of taking a nap. We only had one key to the front door of my apartment, to get into the building, but we had 2 keys for the apartment door. When I was at work, I would give him the front door key because I don't need it while I'm at work. He had a habit of taking a nap. Same time I got off work. So I had no way of fucking getting in.
Jesus.
So he was dead, but I thought he was just taking a nap. So I'm like throwing shit at the window, trying to wake him up. I was like,
fuck up.
Because I was ready to go off about the cup and the sheets. And then I was like, and now this motherfucker's taking a nap? Fuck no. I was fucking heated. And it was hot as shit. It was in July. Hot as fucking balls outside.
So, how'd you even get it? Would you climb through the window?
Neighbor let me, they heard me yelling and throwing stuff at the window, let me through the front door, and I had a key to the apartment door.
Oh, so it was a security thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, I go in there, I see him dead, and
so on and so forth. That shit is.
Yeah.
That whole freaking apartment was a bathroom.
Dude, I was ready to go off on him, man.
Jesus. Just like kept a whole cup of piss. And then just poops. Oh, God.
I don't know if the poo stains are him or her. I don't know what.
I don't know if it's just my dad, Jake, but when your dad first got out of prison, was he nervous to use the bathroom by himself?
Sometimes like, he would just leave the door open.
Because I was about to say, like,
it wasn't like your dad, like, hey, come in the bathroom with me. No, it wasn't like that. He just leaves the door open. It's like, dude, you're taking a shit, dude.
Roomy thing.
Like, because, like, you know, like, that's like, when my dad first got out, like, literally, like, for the first few days, he did, like, if I was over there, he would not, like, you know, use the bathroom by himself. He's like, come in here, son.
Yeah, my dad would just have the door open.
And I'm like,
I'm not
Dad,
fucking coming in there.
Like, you're about to take a shit, man. You're about to take a shit. And he's like, dude, come on now. Don't fuck with me. So I'd go in there and we'd just be talking. I'm like looking in the mirror or looking at my phone.
Fuck.
That seems
yeah.
It seems very uncomfortable for you.
Yeah, but you know, it is what it is, you know.
But
now he doesn't do that. Now he locks the doors. I'm like, okay.
He's getting into society.
Yeah, he's getting back into society.
I'm not going to the bathroom, man.
You don't. Oh yeah, he might be going back though.
But this is off topic.
Oh, yeah.
Something I wanted to mention. What's the deal with fucking Pete and Steve Irwin? Because I've only seen memes and shit on Facebook that they're attacking Steve Irwin for abusing animals. Do they not know who the fuck Steve Irwin is?
Right?
Right?
Man loved animals. Right? He wrestled with you know alligators a little bit. You know.
He made sanctuaries for him.
Yeah, and he made sanctuaries for him, and also rehabilitated and reintroduced them back into the wildlife.
I mean, they're hypocrites.
I mean, there's some of them that they would keep, you know, for show to learn, not to like you know for trick. Like it's not like it wasn't like you know SeaWorld, you know, type deal where they do tricks, you know, make you pay. No, you're paying for an education. Yeah. You come in there and he's giving you facts about it, not just you know. What SeaWorld does. SeaWorld makes up their own facts.
Yeah.
You know, let's be honest.
You saw that fucking whale that's in Blackfish, didn't you?
Yeah, documentary.
No, you saw him in real life.
Yeah. I've seen him in real life.
Killer whale.
What's up with that?
It took him, because he went to the show. You never seen Blackfish? Fucking watch it, dude. It's fucking crazy.
It's old as shit now. Like, it's like fucking 8 years old, but it was good. It was good.
By National Geographic shit.
Yeah, same here. But apparently, like, you know, he's killed 3 people over his lifespan.
I thought it was more than that.
It was only 3 that I know of.
The fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whale.
No, not the fish. He's a whale.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
he's a killer whale.
He's a killer whale. Come on now. But anyways, he killed 3 people. He's
a mammal, man.
He killed a woman that slipped, a chick that slipped into the tank, and drug her down and drowned her. But that one right there, they want to sit there and pound that one off on the other 2 killer whales that was there. Even though he was there. But, you know, some say, like, you know, it was the one with the, you know, collapsed fin. And that's him, you know.
But anyways.
And he killed the stoner dude that freaking, he waited after hours in the fucking park and then hopped in the pool to have a naked experience with this killer whale.
Oh my god.
And then when the trainers came in, he sits there and has this fucking naked dude dead on his back.
Yeah, he's
trotting around the pool.
Playing around with him, yeah.
Is there like footage of this?
No, there ain't no footage, but they talk about it. But there's no footage.
I think there's a footage of him pulling a girl under.
No, there's not footage of him pulling the girl under.
I don't know if it's on Blackfish, but I've seen it on YouTube where he pulled by her foot. Fucking.
So
I don't know if it's him, but
there was that one was Katina or something like that. To where she pulled a dude down, and then he's just sitting there like, you know, coming back up for air, stroking her, trying to get her off his foot, and then she pulls him back down. And finally, he was able to get away and swim his way to freedom.
Pretty much, this whale kills a lot of people, and they kept it there because it attracts a lot of people or something.
Yeah,
he's their biggest whale.
He's their biggest whale ever in captation.
Once he started killing people, they said, and they started getting lawsuits like, well, he's just used for breeding now. We don't do shows. So now you're fucking breeding this killer,
right? Like these dangerous traits. Like, so is it dead now or? Like,
no, he's dead now.
Did he die?
Yeah, he died.
I didn't know that.
He finally died. So
that must have been recent then.
Yeah, or no, that was like 2 years ago, something like that, a year or 2.
Yeah, I would recommend watching. It's pretty cool.
But
the Steve Irwin shit, man. Steve Irwin was a part of my fucking childhood. Don't fucking ruin this.
Well, I mean, like they're hypocrites. They kill like they kill more than
dogs,
factory farming. What I hear, they kill more than them.
Up,
they get thousands like.
Steve Irwin loved animals. His kids take care of animals. Like, fuck them.
I heard they funded.
Well, the best part about it is they rehabilitate them and reintroduce some back in the wild.
Yeah.
Now, there's a few that they have to keep because they can't reintroduce them back in the wild because either one...
You have to learn from them.
Yeah. One, we have to learn from them. Two, on top of that, what if they can't? Like, for example, like a bird without a wing. How's that going to survive in the wild?
Yeah. Just like with the killer whale, they couldn't a SeaWorld, they couldn't release him back into the wild because he's been captive for so long he wouldn't be able to survive.
Yeah, and that's with but they did put out in SeaWorld though, not to get off Steve Irwin talked about, but anyways, they did say that SeaWorld's done breeding those in SeaWorld.
Yeah, so what they have now is it forever.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of Steve Irwin, I want to segue into a story that me and you had as a kid. Remember that fucking rat snake, dude?
Oh yes.
Oh, dude.
Awesome.
Me and him were obsessed with catching snakes when we were little kids. Mostly just gardener snakes.
Yeah.
But one day, my dad came back from the store and he told me, "Hey Jake, there's a huge snake in the street. You should catch it." I was like, "All right," and we were together. Yeah. So first, me and Andy just run up there. This motherfucker, I'm not joking. How long would you say? It was longer than me at the time.
I was about to say, like, to me, it seemed every bit of 6 foot. And at the time, I was probably...
Not exaggerated.
We're about 14, 15 years old. So, or not 14, probably 13. 12 and 13, around there. And at that time, I'm probably around 5'8", 5'9", because I've always been tall my whole life. Yeah. But I would guarantee you it was every bit of 6 foot, because that thing was bigger than I was.
And it was mean as fuck.
Yeah.
Do y'all still try to catch it?
We caught it.
Fuck yeah, we caught it. We caught it.
First, we ran up there to check it out.
Yeah.
And it was snapping ass and all that. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go back and get the fish tank.
Yeah.
It was an empty fish tank that we just randomly had. I don't know why we had it.
That's how y'all capture snakes, is with fish tanks?
Oh, hell yeah.
No, we picked it up by hand and put it in the fish tank.
Well, yeah, but you had to grab the stick first because, remember,
we did the Steve Irwin way.
It slithered underneath a car.
So
Jake had to get the stick. Like, I told Jake to go grab the stick and get his tail out for me. So finally, Jake got the stick and got the tail out, and it's snapping at the whole time. And Jake's with the stick, like, keeping its head away from me. And then finally we get it in there, and then put the top over and put a big, large rock over it.
The top was just like some plywood.
It was a screen. No, it was a screen.
Is it a screen?
We had a screen.
I thought it was just wood.
No, it was just, we had a screen.
But anyway, I know we put a rock on it.
Yeah.
We had it, and no one would let us keep it inside in the house, so we had to put it on the porch. Next morning, the snake was gone.
We were pissed.
We don't know
all that
what
work
happened
for
to it.
Oh, but we have a
idea, but we really don't know.
It has to be wanted because she didn't want it in the first place.
But wouldn't you want to know where the snake is instead of just letting it free?
I mean, just think of it this way: was the thing still closed?
Yeah, we had a rock over it.
Yeah, so
it couldn't get out. Someone had to let it out.
But if you're scared of snakes, like if I was scared of snake, I would want it to stay in that fucking fish tank.
I let it out.
I'm not gonna let it free to capture whoever they.
Yeah, your kids play out in that yard.
Yeah. And that was a big ass mean snake.
You guys gonna claim it?
we tried to.
I was so happy when we caught that.
We tried to claim it.
Like, are you allowed to do that? Just capture a snake and have it as a pet, or are you gonna get
sure? That's what I did.
I mean, that's what we used to do.
So
I mean,
you don't get caught.
Like garter snakes when they're really young, it's really cool with garter snakes when they're really young because sometimes they have different color eyes. I found one with red eyes and I found one with blue eyes.
Dude,
that was
I used to catch
rabbits and shit.
I used to catch hundreds of fucking gardener snakes. And
yeah, same.
At one point in time, I wanted to make them fight.
God.
It never worked out. But what I would do, PETA, don't come after me.
They already are, man.
And since I talked about Steve Irwin, they're like, oh, get this motherfucker. Right. But I used to grab the gardener snakes by their heads, shake them like this to piss them off, and throw them in the fish tank, and thinking they would fight, but no, they wouldn't.
You are Chris Watts, bro.
What I love to do,
crazy.
I get a little bit even crazier, but this is with insects.
Dude, because of you, I did it.
Yeah, because I used to catch the biggest grasshopper I could find. The flying grasshopper.
This isn't psychotic, by the way.
Well, yeah, but I would catch the biggest one I would find, and then I would go find crickets now. Now I'm catching the biggest cricket that I have. This one grasshopper I had, I would hold them together, and then they would start fighting each other. You hold them by their wings like this, and they would literally start biting at each other and stuff like that.
Ripping each other's legs off and shit.
Yeah, ripping each other's legs off. And this grasshopper kept fucking winning. Like, until I found this big,
Champion.
yeah. So, like, I kept him, I fed him, I gave him a fucking place to live.
Yeah,
Like, dude, this was a gladiator type deal.
Oh my
and
god.
So I ended up finding this other cricket. This cricket was fucking huge. I'm like, dude, you might have a chance. So, like, I get them together and that cricket wins. So I kept that cricket for literally I want to say about 2 months before it finally lost. Like, the grasshopper was there for probably about 2 weeks. He was the champion because I did this every day. Like, let's be honest. This was before cell phones. Dude, this was before tablets.
We never did it together, but you told me about that idea. He was like, if you hold crickets and grasshoppers next to each other, they'll fight. I was like, all right.
How do you think that grasshopper or cricket was? Like, yeah, let's do this, bro. Master, bring me out. I'm ready.
Or he's like, fuck.
When are you gonna let me go?
Did he try to attack you at all?
No, they never try to attack me. They always just try to escape. Like shit. Like
Are crickets and grasshoppers sworn enemies?
I guarantee. Try it when it comes hot.
I got a funny story.
I ain't about that life.
It was awesome though, because that cricket was the boss for like 2-3 months.
I got a funny story. I used to catch the lizards. The lizards on
little
rocks.
salamanders.
Yeah, I live in Phillips Manor, that fucking shitty ass apartment building. Remember that fucking building? I used to catch the lizards, and I would put the lizards in the tank, and then one time I catched a turtle. I was like, okay, I'm going to put the turtle in the tank.
That's gonna
ate them all.
I woke up the next morning, there was no lizards, it's just a fucking turtle.
Jesus.
Right? I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Bro, I seen a video of a pufferfish just kill everything. A freaking crab, a scorpion, a spite, like a tarantula, dude. Like, pufferfish are crazy.
Jeff's dad, or Uncle Jeff, I used to catch lizards too, and he said, you know what they really like? And I was like real little. I was like, what? He's like, they like boiling hot water. So I caught one. Fucking put it in the pan with hot water.
How are you not a psycho, bro? You should have killed 30 people.
It turned into like rubber, dude.
That is all the signs you need of a serial killer.
I used to
torturing animals.
I used to fucking put salt on snails. You ever
Yeah,
done
same
that?
here. I
Slugs
love
and
putting salt on slugs, man.
Melt,
I love doing the ones on because I would I'd pour the salt on there, and of course nothing happens at first. You have to wait.
Yeah.
So I would go home, eat me a snack, come back out, and be like, yes,
yes. I tried to do that this year. Put salt because we had for Halloween we had pumpkins, and for some reason it attracted a whole bunch of snails or slugs, not snails. They didn't have a shell. And I was like, Arabella, watch this. So I'm turning my daughter into a psychopath. But I had the salt, and she's like, is it gonna kill it? I was like, yeah. And she started bawling, please don't kill it. I was like, come on, man.
This is fun, man.
She's gonna die.
So I didn't do it. But she was like pouring out tears. I was
Dude.
like, come on,
man. She is like that.
You think the aunt was like, hey, you stay away from that block, bro. That's a no-go zone.
Psychopath.
Like, we'll catch you and they're going to do stuff.
Well, watch, Connor will probably be into
it. Dude, he'll probably love this shit.
Oh my god, dude. He's going to be a psycho, bro. Chris Watt would make it, bro. Like, I never did anything like that, man.
No,
Never.
I never did anything like that.
That's
That was an accident
crazy.
with the turtle. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Dude, he killed all... Like, did they gang up on him at all, or they just, like, let each other die one by one?
We probably trying to escape. Like, fucking...
Bro, I
don't know. I put
Every
them
man
in there.
for
I
himself.
woke up the next morning. They were all gone.
Like, in a day.
Ate like a king,
Like,
man.
yeah,
In a day, man. This man was
The
starving.
turtle's just sitting on
Yeah,
the
when
rock,
you told
like,
that snake story, that was probably around the time I told you the cricket and grasshopper story, because you're like, I try to get them to fight, but they won't fight. So, yeah, I probably told you,
Yeah, dude, it's
crickets
fun.
and grasshoppers, man.
He should
Like-
watch this.
Yeah.
I should have put the snakes head to head, see if they would bite. You would probably end up biting me, but
Right? Like, doesn't sound like a good idea.
I've been bit by garter
Dude,
snakes
speaking
a
of
lot.
snakes, there's this
Yeah,
guy that's gonna inject venom in him, and he
Oh,
has like
I think I
black
heard.
vipers. Like, just
Oh.
bite him and it'll survive.
All right, so we've been going for a long time, so we're just gonna wrap it up. We got off track, off time, and yeah, so
But anything goes.
anything goes.
Anything goes.
I actually had fun with this conversation.
Yeah, this is great.
Yes.
It took a lot of weird turns.
It did, but
But yeah,
That's just
so
how it
we're
is.
just gonna cut it short before we get into anything else. I have other obligations I gotta get to. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, let us know some topics. So, peace.
Peace.